Okay, so this is a video just playing some stuff from my childhood that I'm kind of nostalgic for. A top 10, as it were. And I don't mean playing as in playing the games, but playing the sounds because that's really what takes me back. These aren't in any particular order, I just wrote them down as they came to mind. The first one has to be Maple Story since I've played it off and on for a while now, and while the gameplay's changed, the music is basically identical. When I was in LA, it was one of the few games that I was able to play on the laptop. After that, I would have to say RuneScape, it being the only other MMO I really played as a kid. I never did much, but the few sections that I was in, I remember the music from pretty vividly, and I come back to listen to that OST every once in a while. Next up, StarCraft. Oh man, StarCraft. It sounds good even now, and StarCraft 1 is actually out for free if you weren't aware. It's mainly the Terran soundtrack that I know, but all of it is pretty nostalgia-inducing. That, Halo. Man, the Halo soundtrack gave me goosebumps because it usually meant a fest with my friends into the wee hours of the morning trying to beat the co-op campaign on Legendary. So I love the Halo soundtrack. Next up, Final Fantasy X, more specifically, Return to Xanarkand. I think it's Return to Xanarkand. Anyways, it's a really good song. It made me feel like I was going to go embark on an adventure. In that same vein, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they just kind of transported me off to a Disney JRPG land. I don't know, our brains are funny things. Especially Simple and Clean and that other song that I can't remember the title of just right this second. Those ones specifically, man. Is one a lot of people probably don't know too well, and that is Pokemon. It's this game made by this small little indie company called Nintendo. I was one of the few kids who played it, but the music, it always brings me back. There's no specific version of Pokemon that did that. They all kind of did that. Maybe one of the older versions of like Blue or something like that. There were also two console startup sounds that gave me nostalgia, which is the PS1 and the PS2. I never actually owned either of those consoles myself, which I find especially interesting since the consoles that I did own have never actually given me that same nostalgic feeling. Anyways, that's all the bits and bobs I wanted to show off. I'm sure there are some more I've just forgotten about, but that's the list as it stands. Drop a comment letting me know what really gives you guys nostalgia.